Hey my loves, welcome back for another video. If you're tuning in for the first time, I'm Ashley and I'm feeling myself because we're going to be slaying this wig from start to finish. Now this is a super fine Swiss HD lace wig courtesy of Divaswigs. I'm going to be installing it glueless. Yes, no heat at all. That's a quick close-up of the hairline and how beautiful and seamless it is. And here also is a snap of a snap. What am I saying? Here's a shot of the inside construction of the cap. This is a closure wig, which is going to make it super simple and easy to install. Closure wigs typically are easier to install glueless, whereas frontals are a little bit harder and more tricky to, do without any glue or any, hairspray or anything like that. So the only thing I'm going to do to customize the lace is add a little bit of foundation underneath. I want to tint the lace so that it is my perfect complexion. Transparent lace looks amazing on everybody, especially when you pair it with your favorite lace tint. For me, I feel like it's always easier to just use a foundation you already have on hand. I'm going to buff this one into the inside construction of the cap, and then I'm going to blow dry it on high heat setting just to make sure it sets and it doesn't transfer and it, just bonds and sets into the lace. Next up, we're going to go ahead and style the wig before we cut off all that excess lace. I'm giving you a good shot of what the lace looks like, especially now that we've added a little bit of foundation. It is identical, spot on to my skin tone, so this is going to work out so amazing. Now, the parting is a center part, but it was a little bit offset, so I went ahead and, just straightened it out, and you guys can see how beautifully that transformed. There was so much more extension to the parting once I went ahead and parted it out myself, and this is going to give a natural, realistic look. Now I want a super sleek look, so I am going to go in with my wax stick, and I'm going to use the hot comb to go pretty much just like straighten it out, flatten it out, and get it as flawless as possible. It did look beautiful without any of this. If you kind of want to keep that fluffy look, be my guest. I do love the way that looks, especially for like a good like no part kind of flip over vibe. But for today, this sleek look, I really wanted it to be super set. And again, a wax stick and a heat or hot comb is pretty much my perfect combo to get the look. Next up, I'm going to go ahead and cut off the excess lace. Now, I did slow it down for you guys. I'm trying to work on not doing so much speed up in my videos to make sure you guys are grasping the concept a lot better. And as you guys can see, the hairline is super beautiful, and I didn't have to plug or tweeze anything out. It came like this already, but of course, if you want to, customize it a little bit more, that is always an option. Now this is the point where I discovered that I really wanted to do this one glueless. Sometimes doing a glueless install where you're literally not even using a holding spray and trying to add baby hair on top can be a little bit tricky, because if the wig moves or slides around, the baby hair is just going to be a hot mess. So I'm going to show you how I pretty much am going to make this look super good. I'm going to use this gel here, and this one is from ORS. I've been loving this as my edge control of choice. Of course, foam lotion is my ultimate favorite edge control, and I'll have the one I like linked in the description box, as well as everything I use in this video. But you guys can see off the bat, just starting off the baby hair, it's looking crazy. And sometimes this is how I've been looking on Instagram. Not even being funny, no cap. I feel like a lot of the times people will try the baby hair and they'll just leave it at that. Sometimes it takes work. There have been times where it's taken me literally like 30 minutes to get my baby hair right. It takes patience, but I feel like the first time you go ahead and form your baby hair and set it, it pretty much will be molded. The hair will be trained to go in the direction you want it to go, and it's going to make it easier for day-to-day, touch-ups. For me, this hair is straight and it kind of was a little bit stubborn and didn't want to twist or, you know, curve. Sometimes people use a flat iron to make it curve, but you know, I didn't really have time for that. And as you guys can see in my face, I did cut that little piece too short, but it's the art of finesse. I don't care how many wigs I install, I still will make mistakes here and there. And guess what? When it's finished and when it's all said and done, you can never ever tell. Now I'm going to do the same exact thing on the opposite side. Keep in mind that your baby hair is kind of like your eyebrows and everything else. It's sisters, not twins. So a lot of the times, if it's not identical, it's okay. But you kind of want it to match up just in the sense of being like even, if that makes any sense. But the swoops and everything are not going to be identical. Also, I want you guys to keep in mind, again, that we did not bond it down. If you watch my videos, you know the whole step where I add my adhesive of choice and I use the blow dryer. We skipped that entire step and we are here and the wig is not bonded down. Also, I want you guys to keep in mind that I did not pluck or tweeze anything out. This is exactly how the wig comes, and as you guys can see, I didn't need to pluck anything out. So sometimes you'll begin to pluck and tweeze and you don't even realize once you pull out that baby hair, there's nothing that you literally need to do. But again, if there's something you still want to do, like if you still want to tweeze out the hairline, be my guest. Now you notice I did add the elastic band pretty much on top of the baby hair because this one is a glueless install, and even if I did use glue, hairspray, or anything else, I love to add the elastic band. This is going to help to lay it down super flat, set the baby hair, and just give me more of a melted look. It always works for me and it never ever fails. Also, I went back to my OG flat iron, and as you guys can see, this bad boy gets extremely hot. So for this look, I was going for a silk press. Originally, I wanted to try out some curls and some layers, but this one is 24 inches, 150% density. So with the thinner texture, I didn't want to go for the curls and they look too thin. If you like a thinner look, you can definitely add a bundle, and they also have different textures, different, you know, styles and densities on the website, so you can definitely find something fuller if that's what you're going for. As far as the holidays go, I like to have a more thinner look. I don't want to be Beyonce at the family dinner just because, you know, hair sheds and it gets everywhere, and I just want to be, you know, comfortable, if that makes any sense. Now that the hair is pressed out, I went ahead and took off the elastic around the hairline, and you can see how melted it looks. Now, one thing I will say about me using that gel as a edge control, I do love to use a foam lotion pretty much because I can get more of a fluffy look and not have the baby hair be so stamped on my forehead. After the fact, I did comb it out and kind of like rebond it down with the mousse because I just kind of felt like that looked a little bit more realistic. On top of that, I did add a little bit of concealer to the parting, and I added the powder to the hairline. I went in first with my Bobbi Brown, which was a little bit too red, so I went over it with the Micro Smooth powder for a little bit more of a natural finish, and that's pretty much it. You literally cannot see where the hairline starts or finish. It's not bonded or melted down. I feel like this was the queen of all finesses and it looks amazing. Be sure to let me know what you guys think, and don't forget to subscribe. Okay guys, really quick outro. I am completely done with this look. I absolutely love the way I slayed this wig. This wig does come from Divaswigs. You guys know this is an OG company I've been working with for years. And this is the box that the wig comes in. It's a nice, good, sturdy package. They always give the brush, so I have a ton of those. They also gave me wig caps. They also give a info card which has all the information on the wig you received. This one here is 24 inches, 150% density. The knots are bleached knots, bleached Kamo knots, and you guys have seen all throughout the video how amazing they look. The hairline is upgraded and realistic, which you guys can also see is true. I didn't have to do much to the hairline. I didn't even bond the wig down with the blow dryer like I typically would, and I think it looks pretty good. And then the lace is super fine invisible Swiss lace. It's transparent and it's of course suitable for all skin tones, as you guys can see. So also in my package they included this, and this will not come in your package, but they just wanted me to give you a rundown of the different types of laces. This is super fine HD Swiss lace at the top. This is normal brown lace, and then this is like the fake lace. So I'm gonna take them off and kind of try and compare them for you guys. So this here is normal lace. This is gonna look really ashy on. I mean, in general, just seeing it like this may feel like, oh, it might be that might be okay. But this is gonna look super ashy. It's gonna be hard to blend. When it's wet, it looks pretty good, but once it dries down, it's just gonna be super a mess to deal with. As you guys can see, no matter how much I lay it down, it's gonna bubble and rise up. This here is brown lace, which I happen to like brown lace because I'm a brown girl and it usually does pretty decent. As you guys can see, it's there and you can barely see it, especially when it's wet. So this one I don't mind because again, it blends with my complexion. This here is the lace on this one. This is the Superfine HD Swiss lace, which is a mouthful. And I don't know if you guys can tell, but it's seamless. You can't even find where it is. And of course, I wet my hand first to make it stick. When this is melted down, you can't see anything at all. And to compare the two, this is the one I have on right now, and this is brown lace. You can see that they're both really nice. But this one is just going to be more undetectable for all skin tones. So kind of like a one size fits all. Because you guys know with me, brown lace looks really good on me. But there are plenty of influencers who are lighter than you who will tell you that brown lace is too dark for them. Light lace, regular lace is too light. You know, we all have our different things. And the one I have on today, that transparent Swiss lace, that super fine transparent Swiss lace, is going to be a one size fits all for everybody. It's going to look flawless on everybody, and as you guys seen on my hand, it's literally invisible once installed, which is going to make it look blend so well. You don't even need makeup. As you guys also seen, I didn't even really need to like bond it down or anything. So as I said before, this one did come from Divaswigs. They also did include my wig in one of these beautiful dust bags, which so you guys know this is what I'm going to be storing my wig in. If I were to travel, I would of course keep this wig in my suitcase. That way I can, you know, keep my wig nice, safe, secure, and sanitary. So that's pretty much it. I really do love this hair. I actually don't have a straight wig right now. As we're going into the holidays, this is the time where I'm kind of like looking at my stash and I'm like, what wig am I gonna install for Thanksgiving? What wig am I gonna install for Christmas? I want to take some holiday pictures with the kids, and I don't know if we're gonna be able to meet Santa this year because of, you know, everything that's going on, but you know, I gotta have a wig for everything, and I think this is gonna be one that's not gonna go in the wig sale, and I'm gonna set aside for me, because when it is time to get ready, you know, for holiday pictures or again for Thanksgiving, and I just want to, you know, look nice, I can go ahead and pull this out of the box, and it's gonna be super simple and easy to install, no glue needed, and you know, I'm gonna look the par. So let me know what you guys think of this one. Thank you guys so much for watching, and as always, I'll see you in the next one. Smooches!